If you haven't already, check out part 1 of character development, where we explore the 3 dimensions to a character. In this video, we continue the series with character arc, here on Story Study. Now in the last video we looked at the 4-part character pie, and in particular discussed character dimensions. In this video, we move on to character arc, plot points and resolution. Beginning with character arc, this can be viewed as a graph, with development on one axis and the point in the story on the other. This allows you to control which dimension to explore when and to what extent. For example, the what dimension is explored first, from the 0 to 30% point, the why dimension next, from 20 to 80%, and lastly the who dimension, from 70 to 100%. Use of this graph allows for a natural way for the audience to get to know your main character. For example, it'd be a bit strange if someone you just met began talking about their inner demons and why they do certain things, or began telling you about their true desires, who they truly are. You have to start at the beginning, where the audience only sees what the character's actions are. The character arc allows you to control this development and dedicate the right amount of time to each dimension. Now the transition points between the dimensions are equally as important. They mark the revelation points for the audience and the story. And what you may notice is that they coincide with the first and second plot points we discussed in the video on story structure. This is because just as the story changes direction at these points, so too does what we learn about the main character. This can be seen at the first plot point, where the team is about to begin their mission when suddenly danger strikes from out of nowhere, putting the entire team at risk. While this in itself raises the stakes, we further have Cobb reveal a second dimension to Ariadne and the audience, explaining why he's haunted by his dead wife and why he can't let her go. This moves him from the first what dimension to the second why dimension and advances the character just as the story in the background does too. We see this again at the second plot point, 80% through the movie, where Cobb and Ariadne follow Fisher into limbo. Just as all hope seems lost when Mal kills Fisher, at the same time we see Cobb move from the second why dimension to the third who dimension by finally coming to terms with his inner demons and letting Mal go. At this point, the character should arc and finally be at peace with himself. He now has the strength to finish the mission and goes home to a happy life, at least hopefully. The important part of the resolution is that you 1. Make it impossible for the story to continue without the character arcing, and 2. Ensure the audience sees a physical representation of this arc. While the character might believe he's changed, we the audience need to see proof. In the movie, this is shown right at the very end, when Dom meets Saito in limbo. While in the past, he was always haunted by Mal appearing in his dreams and ruining every mission, at the end we finally see him dreaming without her present. And so that concludes the 4 parts to our main character, and if followed, should allow you to create a believable, relatable, multi-layered protagonist. Remember that character development is the flesh that builds around your story structure, and should therefore complement and align with the movement of your story's plotline. In Inception, ask yourself, is it the enormous world, complex riddles, or even the grand mission that you remember most? Or was it the depth of Cobb's character, that longing and plight that you most related with? Hey guys, thanks for watching the second episode on character development. In the next video, we'll be looking at The Great Gatsby, and in particular talk about theme. Have a great day, and don't forget to check out more at vansbasilio.com.